This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 6th of September. I'm Michael Groff. The big concern in the short term around here will be the heat. Temperatures well above average again today and tomorrow, but a big change in the overall weather pattern favoring cooler temperatures and more active weather for Sunday and through at least the first half of next week. Still looking pretty likely around here. Will we see any rain here in the valley? Of course. Let's talk about it. First, the almanac from yesterday, 110 degrees was the high in the valley again. And after today, I hope we've seen our last of the 110s for the year. Outside right now, here at 7:15 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies out there, just a few high clouds right now. 90 degrees, that's been our low temperature so far this morning as well at Sky Harbor. Dew point still up there at 65, so it's muggy. Relative humidity 43%, the winds are light, and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area this morning, low 80s in the cool spots, low 90s for us here in the urban core. The upper air look this morning, high pressure, still the dominant weather feature here across the southwestern United States. We have a little circulation over northern Mexico. That's the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Fernand that will play a role in our weather ultimately. And we have Dorian still off the North Carolina coast. Here's the watch warning map, some red flag warnings for parts of the west, heat advisories around Tampa Bay, and hurricane warnings continue for extreme eastern North Carolina up to around Virginia Beach or so. Tornado watch is in effect as well. We've had around 24 tornadoes over North Carolina in the last 24 hours. And the severe weather outlook for today, a marginal risk north of Arizona across the Intermountain West. And the latest on the tropics, areas of concern aplenty out there in the Atlantic Basin. This is nearly the climatological peak of the hurricane season. We've got an area of disturbed weather just off the African coast near the Cape Verde Islands. That shows potential for development over the next 5 days. Pretty unorganized right now, though. Another system approaching the Caribbean islands. We've got Gabrielle. That has become post-tropical, may redevelop a little bit. It's going to phase in and out, but for the most part, not a concern. That's just going to move out over the open waters and dissipate. And then Dorian, still a Category 1 hurricane. You see the radar presentation there, just skirting the North Carolina coast. Some pretty strong winds, outer bands producing some heavy rain. Yes, occasional tornadoes as well. Lowland flooding has been a big concern also. Many residents without power still in the Carolinas. So obviously we are still going to have to contend with this for the next 12 to 24 hours, but it will be moving out to sea very quickly up to the Canadian Maritimes later this weekend and out over the North Atlantic as a post-tropical system. Meanwhile, closer to home, the precipitation outlook valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts here in Metro Phoenix, somewhere between about 1/2 and 1 inch. Locally, heavier amounts possible in the favored upslope areas, and of course, your amount will vary, as is always the case this time of year. Let's get into the details of what's going on now as we check the models. Here it is, the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Ridge of high pressure continues here across the southwest upper heights near 594 decameters. So yes, it will be toasty. Down at the surface, mostly sunny skies today. Isolated showers and thunderstorms with some deeper moisture across southeast California and southwest Arizona. I can't rule out a pop-up pulse type storm, maybe even in the valley today, but we're not going to put it in the forecast. High temperatures this afternoon between about 106 and 109. Tonight, mostly clear skies, lows in the 80s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny again, a pop-up pulse-type storm still possible. Better chances of rain, widely scattered showers and storms over the mountains, though. High temperatures somewhere between about 105 and 108. Now, as we go to Sunday, curiously enough, this run of the GFS is extremely dry, not showing much moisture being pulled northward at all into Arizona, as we've seen on previous runs, and certainly other models have shown this. But still, we're going to go with some moisture being drawn northward as troughing moves into the western states. Scattered showers and thunderstorms possible over the eastern two-thirds of Arizona, including the valley. We'll still have a 30% chance in our forecast for Sunday, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. High temperatures will be lower as well, 100 to 103. Same thing for Monday. The GFS, pretty dry here, but I think we're still going to go with a 30% chance of storms. Same thing on Tuesday. It does still look fairly likely based on ensemble data that we will at least have a chance of getting some rain in here for Sunday through Tuesday night. And I think most of us will at least see something. Probably not a lot of rain. 1 or 2 spots might see some locally heavy downpours, though. So let's keep that in mind. The good news, though, is high temperatures will be backing off. Highs upper 90s on Monday, mid 90s on Tuesday. And with cooler air aloft, I still think we have enough upper support for isolated strong to severe storms. Now, taking a look at the European at the same time, Sunday afternoon, it's got a bit more moisture in here, although it has backed off somewhat too. Scattered showers and storms over eastern Arizona, including the valley. Same thing on Monday and Tuesday. So that's the model that is still holding on to better moisture transport and upper support for showers and thunderstorms. Let's hope so. All right, back to Wednesday off the GFS. We'd be drying out, but temperatures would still be fairly pleasant. Highs mid to upper 90s, not bad for mid-September. Lows down in the upper 60s in the cool spots, mid and upper 70s in the urban core. Same thing on Thursday. Ridging starts to build in. Temperatures will be back to around normal. And then a week from today, this is Friday, the 13th. And ridging here, building across the southwest. High temperatures might be slightly above normal again. But going out 10 days to the end of the forecast period, this is Sunday the 15th. A deep upper low now, right along the Oregon coast, with broad troughing here across the west, pulling moisture northward again. And the GFS aggressive at the idea of showers and thunderstorms across at least most of Arizona at that point. But this is 10 days out. A lot likely to change between now and then. And taking a look at the temperatures through the period, coming off of the European ensemble. Hot today and tomorrow. And then temperatures gradually lower as we go into Sunday and next week. The ensemble has us down in the low 90s. That looks good. And those overnight lows down in the 70s as well. No one complaining about that. Fall slowly beginning to transition here into the valley. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here scheduled for Monday morning. But of course, updates sooner than that if necessary. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be safe out there. Stay cool. You guys have yourselves a great Friday and a fantastic weekend.